Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much to the organizers for giving me a couple of minutes to talk about Navigate. I think partly how this came about is recognizing that a bunch of the people who are presenting today are Navigate grads, and so just really giving an opportunity to explain what this might be to folks so that the next time nominations roll around, people will know what they're potentially, what we're talking about. So, as far as Navigate goes, so what Navigate is it's a medical staff leadership development program. It's open to all medical staff, so that's the broad nurse practitioners, midwives, dentists, physicians. It is for both established and emerging leaders. So you don't have to have a formal leadership position in order to qualify to attend Navigate. Participants are nominated by leaders in their lives or other peers, and each cohort is 2 years long. And each cohort is about 25 to 26 participants as well. There's in-person and virtual sessions, and the in-person sessions are scattered around the health authority, which is kind of a fun way to get around and about and see some of the communities that we serve. There's embedded mentorship, which is a neat opportunity because most of the mentors are high-level leaders within the health authority, and so the ability to meet with folks and pick their brains about things and have some extra, power brokers in your corner to ask questions of is really quite helpful. And then there's also project work, which is associated with quality improvement consultant support and support from the Navigate team as well. And so a lot of this project work is what you're going to hear about from our Navigate grads today. There's a wide variety of learning that happens over the course of the 2 years, and one of the presenters for the program is here and presenting to us today. So Cecile, super glad that you're here. And so really it works through leading yourself, leading others, leading the system, and then lots of helpful things from a leadership perspective and it's truly well named as Navigate because really it's about navigating the system and figuring out how to get stuff done. So ministry mandate letters and regional strategic priorities, and the fact that if you want to get anything done, they have to fit into one of those things or be creative about how they might fit into one of those things. Deciphering org charts and figuring out what that all means. Media training, because inevitably we're all asked to do that at some point in time. Behavior management, cultural safety, change management, and then the sort of language of leadership communication through SBARs and briefing notes. And so all of these things are helpful in your day-to-day, but also particularly as you interact with the health system, and if you have interest in taking on further leadership positions if you aren't in one already. So I should probably back up. I'm from here and really lucky to live in the Silks territory. I am a hospitalist as well as participate in the Hospital at Home program. And up until the 4th of January was the chief of staff here and have moved into an executive medical director position in the health authority. And so I started Navigate partway into my chief of staffness, and it sure would have been helpful to have had Navigate a little bit earlier on. So a lot of the things that I figured out by trial and by fire are all part of the program. And so the nice part is that it was, there was lots of places in which I could be like, yeah, this is really important. This is really helpful. This would have been good to know before, but for all of the rest of the folks in the room, this is actually like worth your time and worth your investment in. The other part about Navigate that I think is part of its really amazing success is that it is spread across the whole health authority. So not only do you get to go learn across the health authority, but there are people from throughout the health authority that are there. And so this demonstrates the cohorts number 1, 2, and 3 and where we're all from. There's a 4th cohort that's happening currently, and unfortunately they aren't on my screen, but there are several folks from across the health authority again that are involved with the 4th cohort. And so as far as presenters go today, you'll see myself, there's Jared, Dima is a cohort member from an organizing perspective, Erin's presenting today, Cecile presents at Navigate, and so on and so forth. So it's pretty great. All right. And then just the last bit, so benefits of Navigate. It's relevant to where you work and what you do and how you engage in the system. Your time and your travel are paid, which is a pretty nice opportunity, and you can collect lots of CME credits for it as well. So there's a few benefits over and above the things that you're going to learn. You will learn a whole new language. Admin speak is different than what we do in our day-to-day as clinicians. And so that part is really helpful and important. And you'll meet an amazing network of medical leaders from around the health authority. So not just the people in your cohort, which is a pretty big value in and of itself, but also the opportunity to meet lots of the senior leaders on both the operations side as well as the clinical side and medical staff side in the health authority, which is a really great way to build networks and get stuff done. And as evidenced in the picture here, while we were doing some of our red, green, blue work, you'll have a fun and amazing experience, and there's lots of good stuff to take part of. And with that, I will close, hopefully get us back a little bit on track, and happy to answer any questions if anyone has anything. Thanks so much for your time.